Hello, yes, hi, and welcome to the Dark Knight Conspiracies Emergency Broadcast, Episode 11. Trust the Plan. Now, for people that rely on mainstream media for their news and their information, all I'm going to say is good luck to you because you're not going to be informed. If you want to know something, you got to go digging. Hate to say it, social media, the internet. I follow a lot of internet newspapers, other countries' newspapers. That's where I get my information from. So, my example of this is we saw riots last night in Philadelphia over again, police shooting of a black person. The only difference was, this black person was holding a knife coming at the officers, and they repeatedly yelled to drop it, and the person didn't listen. Well, they shot him dead and let the riots begin. Oh, the city of brotherly love. Unbelievable. Now, in a situation in Michigan, in a place called Shelby Township, on Saturday, there was a protest. Some people were posting videos saying busloads of people were being shipped in. Not, it's a common theme. We've seen it numerous times. So this started at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, they decided to get out in the street and block traffic on a busy Michigan highway, Van Dyke. Well, police wouldn't have none of that. They got in there and arrested a bunch of individuals and broke it up. So they then moved later on to the evening, and of course, when the sun goes down, they decided to form outside the police precinct where the individuals were brought to. And it got ugly. Some say they tried to take over the precinct, they tried to get inside. Regardless, the police handled it. And I can tell all you people out there that if you want to come to Michigan suburbs, knowing the sheriff's there, good luck with that theory. Because I can tell you, despite the governor there, the sheriffs and the police departments, they're not going to put up with this. Not like some of these other Democrat run cities. So then Sunday, they decide to picket and protest outside the courthouse. Well, that was funny in itself because that stuff's closed on the weekend. So, they didn't get really any publicity. But then they turned around and did it again Monday. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to go back to not only mainstream media, I'm going to tie this in with local media because your local media in your cities and your states are all tied in to the mainstream media. They all get the same talking points. And I'm going to tell you right now what the talking point is. Do not show this stuff. We went for it for 90 days watching Portland and Seattle. And then the polls came out, and all of a sudden, it showed the American people had no stomach for this stuff. So while this was going on in Michigan and Philadelphia, Saturday and Sunday, the local stations did not cover this. It wasn't until Monday morning in Michigan where Channel 4 had a small headline on their webpage. detailing these events. They're suppressing information from you. Stop watching TV. And if you're going to watch it, I tell my viewership, you got Newsmax out there, you got OAN, and you got Fox at night. Other than that, nobody is touching any of this stuff. They're not covering it, nothing. So if you want to get your news, you got to go online, go on social media. You got to find other sources because you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it off TV. These people are done. They're toast. And it's hopefully all going to be over and said with after the election because they're not going to be able to survive. So now I want to go to Obama's been out there campaigning this week. He came out of his basement, and my first reaction was, why is he doing this? If if Biden is so far ahead in the national polls, he's leading in just about every state. I don't think there's one state Trump is winning in the national polls. Go figure. But you see, all the people that come out for these Trump rallies, all these parades with trucks and boats and tractors and everything else. Biden can't get anybody to come out to his little mini parade, things that he puts on with the circles and everything. They got the circles, there's nobody there. It's like watching musical chairs. They're going to play musical chairs during a Biden speech. I mean, come on, people. Your eyes don't deceive you. We all know Trump's going to win this. Question is, how bad are they going to try and cheat? Obama doesn't need this. So the fact that he's coming out this late in the game, to me, signals they know. They know they're in trouble. And I watched the speech from the other day, and I watched the speech from today in Florida. And this is not the Obama we knew from 2006, 2008, 2012. This man is yelling. His voice is cracking. These people are panicking. What are they afraid of? Well, I think they're afraid of going to jail and possibly being tried for treason. That's what I think they're afraid of. So I want to show you an article from today that, again, doesn't get reported on the mainstream media. 45 missing children rescued, 179 arrested in Ohio. Human trafficking sting. Now, this is the New York Post. This is the New York Post that has been suspended from Twitter for the last 13 days and still hasn't gotten their account back. Folks, this stuff is going on a daily basis. You're not going to see it on the mainstream media. You got to go on the internet to find these articles. These type of arrests are happening all over the US. For the people that are saying nothing's getting done, nobody's getting arrested, well, maybe it's not the big names, but I'll tell you what, these names matter of these people getting arrested. And I'll leave the link to this article in my description. Now, the reason I showed that is because now I want to show you a disturbing comment that Obama made today in Florida. And I don't know if it's just me, but boy, did this rub me the wrong way. These people are sick. Take a listen. brand new and baby smell. For those of you people that don't know anything about Ball or Malik, I suggest you do some research and have a strong stomach. And I'll leave it at that. These people are sick. They're panicking. I have no idea what that had to do with anything in a campaign speech. I don't know the last time a president kissed babies, let alone his comment was, "I miss kissing babies during a pandemic." What the hell is that about? I don't even know how to break that down. So now to move on to the real reason for this emergency broadcast. Tucker Carlson had the whistleblower on for this Hunter Biden business partner, and he released audio and text messages and everything. But he said something very interesting that I caught that I didn't see too many people catch on social media. But he made a reference to and again, this goes back to people who follow the CUE movement, and you all know what that is. If you pronounce it, it means one letter of the alphabet. I can't do this on YouTube because they'll probably ban me and take me off. So I got to do it this way. So, in people with military experience and high security experience, there's certain levels of security classifications within our government. Some have said it's gone up to as high as 26 levels of classifications. I've seen reports where the president of the United States only has like a level 18 or level 19. I've heard they're as high as 26 or 27, which, what does that tell you? If the President of the United States does not have the top level security clearance in this country, what does that tell you? Anyways, the highest level, and this is documented, the highest level security clearance is a CUE security clearance. Now, I'm going to play a clip from the Tucker Carlson interview. And the point of reference he's mentioning is a meeting back in 2017. I'll say it again, 2017. I want you to listen to this clip. Folks, you heard it. He had a Q clearance. If you don't think this was a setup from back in 2017 that Trump doesn't have his hand on all this stuff, I think we're all fooling ourselves. I think God has his hand on Trump. This has been planned out for not only years, but decades. Some say it goes back to JFK and that he was the original Q or started the Q security clearance. This has been in the works for a long time, people. I think those of us in the spiritual realm know this is a spiritual battle. Good versus evil, dark versus light. I'm not trying to sway anybody's vote, but you vote your conscience here and you let the chips fall where they may. If you vote for Biden, may God have mercy on your soul. And I'm not saying Trump's the perfect choice either, but I know what one side offers versus what Trump offers, and that's where I'm going. Sorry. I'll let it play out from there, but we got 7 days till the election. A lot can happen between then, and a lot can happen after. We've already seen Kamala Harris in an interview saying these protests need to continue after the election. And if Trump gets announced the winner, whether it's a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week after the election, you better believe the Democrats are going to throw everything they have. Not trying to panic anybody. I'm not trying to fearmonger. We're seeing it now. We've been seeing it. They've been rioting for how long? These are not people that believe in a cause. These are paid protesters. These are people paid to do this. Do the research and vote with your conscience. I hope you make the right choice. And I'll end the show on that note. So thank you, everybody. God bless you. Stay strong. Stay vigilant. See something, say something, and be prepared. Have enough food, water, at least a couple weeks, if not a month. Who knows what's going to happen? I always like to say I would rather be prepared than unprepared in a time of emergency. So, thank you, everybody. Good night, and God bless. Same bat time, same bat channel. Good night.